All right. And both these teams in here. Vist has Naro, Badger, and the Cheese on the Moon. And on the side of Next Emerald, Big Sexy, Merlin, and Palpatine's Nips. As Merlin slamming this one back down. This was a big shot, and Cheese on the Moon. Huge save right away. Big Sexy not able to connect. Palpatine's Nips. Gonna let Merlin take this one. Back across Naro. Great aerial control as he gets back down to this one. Beats another. Big Sexy last man back. Badger trying to take a blast, but ends up sending it to the corner. And Big Sexy back out. Gets a touch. Cheese on the Moon. Tries to cut it back to the far side. Merlin going up against Badger. Palpatine's Nips. Keeping the pressure up. Naro. Back down. Big Sexy. He'll look for a center, but it's going to be just short. He's going to look for a redirect, but Badger able to alleviate the offensive pressure and send it on down. Palpatine's Nips. Good lead pass. Merlin. Shadow by Naro. Naro doing a good job at keeping Nex at arm's length. Big flick, and he puts it on. Great defensive rotation awareness on the side of Naro. Look at this. Sees the defender split off, cut inside immediately, and he goes for that flick. And Vist on the board early here. Big Sexy cuts across mid. Naro to the sidewall. Chance here for Palpatine. Naro gets a piece as Merlin tries to take that shot under. Still going to be hopping out in front, but Naro back down to the side. Badger with a little time as Merlin comes to pressure him. She's on the move. Up the sidewall, back to Badger out in front of Naro as the 50 comes out. Big Sexy back down in front. And Palpatine's Nips off the backboard, still there. And Naro finally able to take this one across. Big Sexy a shot. And Next Emerald starting to get that engine revved up with their offensive strike. Palpatine's Nips, the big demo on the far side, allowing him to go for this ball. Instead just takes the boost with Naro. Palpatine, again, another big demo trying to set up this rotation. Not letting them gain any ball possession as Merlin takes this one back. Off the backboard again. Next. Back out in front as Palpatine. This one finally going over Big Sexy's head, and Vist looking to get some offense going again. So a lot of offense there from Next Emerald. Just the scoreboard staying ahead on the side of this. Big 50 out in front. Big Sexy not able to push it in as the Cheese on the Moon can't get this one past Merlin. Good pressure here by Nex. Big shot. Nips to the side and can't get it in as that one shuffling out to the corner. Badger. One man to beat as Palpatine takes this one back. Cheese looking for a little doink from Badger. Big Sexy going for a ceiling shot as that one not connecting. Cheese on the Moon. One man to beat as Badger playing that over, allowing Palpatine go for the challenge. Badger back down, and Sexy the quick save. Cheese on the Moon denied as Palpatine came across. Badger looking to set up a shot. Dunks it back down inside, and Palpatine quickly there to support his teammate. So now, Vish having a little offensive fury of their own as they push that one to the far side. Naro, now he'll start the demo. Badger back down. He's going to look for a double tap, and Merlin, great save. Good awareness that both of his teammates were kind of trapped down in that corner and not able to get to the backboard. Naro back out in front, and Palpatine to mid. Palpatine challenged by Badger. Naro up for this. Can't take the strike. Back off the sidewall. And still down in front. Cheese with a chance. Puts it to the far side. And Big Sexy able to punch it back out. Not done yet. Badger back down in front. Cheese dunks it to the post. And Big Sexy able to get the clear. Naro with a blast. And Badger back to this one. Badger will take it away. He'll wait as Cheese on the Moon forces the challenge. Naro back inside. Great bump by Cheese on the Moon as no one there for the follow-up shot. Naro back down in front. Denies that shot away. Big Sexy back down the corner. This one going to hang out mid as Merlin can't get a piece. Naro taking the shot to the sidewall. Big deflection out in front. And the squad of next already ready for that. Big miss as Badger, Naro, double demo. And this brings Cheese down the moon, downfield. He's looking for the center, back down to front, short side, and Naro gets denied out in front as Merlin comes up with a huge save. Merlin absolutely goated on his positioning. And Naro, long blast, looking to sew it up. Open that goal, and they'll put it away in game one. Naro doing a great job here. Getting this one over Merlin. Cheese on the moon. There with those bump plays right before that. And what up, Enormo? As Vist coming in with some great defensive rotation. 5 saves on their side, so Emerald definitely getting a lot of pressure, a lot of quality chances. But Vist ahead where it counts on that scoreboard, and they were able to take game one. Sonaro definitely looking like the player to watch on the side of Vist, as he definitely controlled the pace of play extremely well in that game. Was able to force a lot of 50s with the ball control that he did have. Cheese on the moon. Back down, double tap and in! And Vist getting things started early here in this one. Naro, great face-off, wins it straight back to him. And Cheese on the moon. Doesn't get prettier than that for face-off goals. As 5 seconds in, Vist with the lead. Fake kickoff. So nice to see out of Vist that they have some of these design plays, especially on kickoffs. Most people don't think it's that terribly important. You can just try and go for a 50 off kickoff and rush from there. But some of these design kickoffs definitely can get you that key goal like there had been in the first 5 seconds. That can really hold a lead when the teams are close. Merlin, great 50 across mid. Naro can't get the hit. Chance here for Palpatine as Cheese on the moon knocks it over him. Back down to Cheese. Nice little give and go play. Back down in front. Badger can't get it away as Big Sexy gets all of that one. Big deflection out in front. Badger not able to catch it as Naro set the pass his way. Bar down out in front. Cheese on the moon. Double commit here out of Vist, and now look out, going the other way. Merlin on the demo rotation as Naro. Fancy feet, able to dunk it in. Naro cutting through 3 defenders. And Vist 2-0. Naro, I do not know how he got across the net, but Vist again. Just 2-0 lead, but now with plenty of time for next Emerald to come back. Big Sexy trying to do just that as he puts the shot off the sidewall. Naro. Long pinch down. Merlin. Back out in front. Naro. Big Sexy. That's a good shot as the follow-up coming through. Merlin. Back up. Palpatine. All the way across. Naro last man. He'll play it right into Big Sexy, who's going to take a blast off the sidewall. Cheese on the moon. Back down in front. Big Sexy for the challenge. Naro, great touch as Palpatine was coming in for that ball. Naro forces the 50 to the side. Cheese tried to play it back to his own teammate, but Badger. Cheese on the moon, last man, coming back up. Big Sexy off the sidewall, but not the hop he wanted as that one coming straight back to midfield. Sexy. Shot on is Naro. He'll take this one off the sidewall, back down in front. Badger with a chance. He'll take the blast out in front, and he scores. Vist. Perfect shot placement from them thus far. Naro. Good job hitting that one up the wall. Palpatine unfortunately bumping his teammate there. And next Emerald. You have to find a way to get control of this ball. Have looked good when they've been able to carry it downfield and assert some of this offensive pressure, especially with some of the demos that they had. Palpatine the far side. Now he has a little time. Palpatine coming back down. Naro. Big dunk, but the demo coming out. Allowing no follow-up. Big Sexy back down mid. Chance here for Merlin. Tries to read the route. Looking for a double. Back down in front. Merlin can't get it. As that one sat on the goal line. He had a chance there for a second. With 3 boosts and a dream. And that would have been a highlight clip for IGL for sure. Merlin. Over one man to beat. Naro last man. Naro. Good touch over top. He beats Sexy to this ball. Palpatine last man. Can't deflect it off the post. And Naro going coast to coast in the air. And Vist doing a good job letting Next Emerald play the ball into them. Are extremely picky about when they go to challenge. And have thus far just kind of let the ball dunk back down in from Merlin. What a shot. And Next Emerald trying to get back into this game. 3 goals in a minute 43. Not unheard of for certain, but going to be a rough hill to climb as they are already down 1 game in this series. Palpatine challenged by Naro. He's going to go for a demo, but Big Sexy went absolutely nowhere off the bump. Naro, dangerous ball, back down in front. Big Sexy a shot, and Naro able to find the save. Palpatine can't get it, so he'll play it back. Big Sexy will turn to the sidewall. Naro able to read it as comes back out to mid. Palpatine gonna try and rush the ball. Naro standing his ground, just holds up on that one for a second. Badger back down. Cheese off the sidewall. Look out. Palpatine. Big shot, and he gets it in. And Next Emerald showing a little life here at the end of game 2. Trying to force their way back into this game. Palpatine. Absolutely great placement. Beating both those defenders. Finding the seam. Merlin. Kickoff comes to Naro. Palpatine needs to hurry to get back to this one. Pitches it off the post and out. Great save by Palpatine. Still back down in front. Naro met on that one is Big Sexy. Plays it across to Merlin. Merlin feels backflip man as this one comes across mid. Cheese able to find the challenge. Now they're looking to swarm. Cheese back down in front. Merlin can't get the touch. Naro can't either. Badger back off the backboard. Still out in front. Chance here for Cheese as he takes a shot to the far side. And he all but secures this game for Vist. Has a mad scramble out in front. Nobody able to hit that ball. It was right on the goal line. And Cheese playing some of that resident third man for Vist here tonight. Able to find the goal back out in front. Naro just going to look to put the icing on the cake. And he does. So Vist going to be able to take a 2-game stranglehold over Next Emerald. So next, I need to find an answer to some of this heavy shot offense from the side of Vist. Jeez. He'll take the touch over 1. Back down in front. He's going to follow his own shot in as Merlin deflecting that one away, and Palpatine can't get it down to Big Sexy. Off the sidewall, back down in front. Narga just going to take another shot and pad the stats. Vist looking like their engine fully revved now as they head into Game 3, looking for that 3-game sweep here in Week 3. Naro, 1,000 points, 4 goals, 2 assists, and 5 saves. Huge game from him. As Cheese on the Moon, 2 goals of his own. Emerald gonna have to find a way to stop Naro as he is rampaging through these series. as he was my player to watch on the side of this before this game started. And he is looking like he is vibing now as Palpatine drives this one off the wall. Emerald need this first goal as Palpatine looking to get it center. Cheese. Back across Merlin. Good touch in. Off the sidewall. Back down in front. And Badger hits it right to Big Sexy. Big Sexy. They'll come back to it. Palpatine to the far side. Naro gets the hit. Back down. Big Sexy. Off the backboard. And Badger able to get the clear out. Merlin just going to take control up the sidewall. Merlin with time. We're going to put it down to Palpatine out in front. And that one going to skirt wide. Big Sexy. A blast as Merlin. Last man back. He'll just try and shadow on this as Naro. So dangerous when given time. And that forces the double commit. Palpatine. Sending this one deep. She's on the moon. Beating two on this ball. Merlin last back. Badger fakes the shot. Naro going to follow up and he hits the open net. Vist. A little bit of a mind game there in midfield. Badger fakes the shot. Merlin already up for it. And Naro, Johnny on the spot as he has been in this entire series, able to bury it. Palpatine looking for that tying goal. Still plenty of time for Emerald. As Big Sexy touch back across. Palpatine able to get the huge save out in front. She's on the moon. Back down in front. Palpatine denied by Badgers. That one goes to the far side. Big Sexy. What a pinch as he sends that one wide. Naro. Dangerous ball down in front. Badger denied by Merlin. Still back out. And this one, an open net goal for Naro again. Next made a mistake not having Loop in the lineup. I'm assuming he's probably one of their starters, yes. So unfortunate maybe he had something else going on. But I'm not sure even another player can stop Naro that he's on the tear for right now. Emerald have done a good job about putting shots on net. Just have not been able to beat Vist on the scoreboard. As Palpatine back to mid. Big Sexy. Just going to wait on this ball. He'll slam it off the sidewall, looking to spring Merlin downfield. Merlin can't get the hit as Naro takes this one across. Immediately challenged by Palpatine. Good strike. As he gets the bump out in front. Big Sexy with a lot of net to shoot at. And he can't finish as Naro taking this one away. Palpatine gets the read, but Badger right there for the follow. Badger looking to pressure. She's on the moon. On the demo rotation is Palpatine again. Smartly avoids that. Palpatine doing a good job challenging Naro instantly for this ball. And Big Sexy, this one back down off the post. Merlin feeds this one. Jeez, big shot. Palpatine again. Has looked so good defensively for Emerald. Naro back to the far side. Merlin can't get the shot on angle as Big Sexy forces the 50. Chance here for Merlin. Off the sidewall. Back down in front. And Naro takes that one away. Palpatine in front. Naro back down to mid. Palpatine to Merlin. Can he find it? No. As that ball had some heat on it. Palpatine again doing a good job pressuring Naro before he can get a chance to dribble this ball. And it's paying off here as Emerald finally get that goal to push themselves within one. Have been so close for the past minute and a half, pouring shots on, forcing the defense to go east-west and not downfield, pressuring Naro out that whole time. Good adjustment there by Next Emerald to get that goal. Naro almost own goaling as he hits his own crossbar. Naro trying to air dribble that. Merlin challenges him. Badger Straight up past one. Palpatine looking for the center. Merlin back down, as that was a crazy dangerous challenge, as he was the last man right across midfield. Big Sexy. Center, back down, broken up. Chance here. Next Emerald, and Naro able to get back to it. Big Sexy keeping play alive. Good offensive strike here from Emerald, but it's an open net the other way. Off the post, back out in front. Naro takes another shot. Cheese with the finish. And Vist, with 42 seconds left, send it to, again, that 2-goal cushion. Naro, great pass. Cheese with a follow-up. And Vist, must-win game here for Emerald. Need to do something off face-off, as that one, Palpatine, gets stood up by 3 players in midfield, and Badger able to get the clear. Back down in front. Naro denied by Merlin, as this one coming back to mid. Big Sexy can't get the shot away, as Naro is going to try and buy time. 20 seconds left. Just trying to keep this one downfield. Maybe trying to add another, as look out, the Rust the other way. Big Sexy gets the bump instead. Badger back alive. Shot on. Merlin, last man, and Badger going to be able to sew it up here for Vist. Badger and Vist has done a good job about taking the space that's been in front of them, as Emerald gave him a little room in midfield that he just kind of exploited. Merlin, great touch, down to Big Sexy. He's going to put one on, and almost in, as Naro gets a huge save on the goal line to end it. And great games to both teams. Naro and Vist definitely looking like a dangerous team to play. And next Emerald, like I said, had a lot of quality shots. The defense on the side of Vist able to kind of bail him out in that game 1. Or was it game 2? But props to both teams. That was an excellent series, and Vist taking the dub here tonight with the clean 3-game sweep over next Emerald. So looking for Emerald to bounce back next week, as maybe they do have Loop in the lineup for that game, as Storms had stated.